Um, well, I'm just no good at sales. I don't mean to say that I'm no good, but, and then they'll walk it back, but they already said it out loud. The first thing they said, that's the belief right there. That's the one they actually. Yeah. So you can make a spreadsheet about your beliefs, and you find these belief clusters that, well, for instance, the reason people have trouble with the price up front technique. Let's lay out some of the beliefs for the things that we've done. I do belief
Usually, by the
cluster
way,
sessions with
beliefs,
people.
for those of you guys who are looking to find your own beliefs, they come in the form of should or have to. Is when you say, well, I have to wait till
Frequently.
the end, you know, or I
Yep.
should do this. And usually beliefs are like come, like I say, like when you start using your own language, you'll notice say should or have to, and that's usually the place where you want to like question that and see if that's actually true.
That's a great place to question. Yes. The I am beliefs, I can't, I always, so any kind of generalization
Yeah.
often
I'm
displays a
no good
belief.
at.
Right. I am no good at. Yeah, exactly. Another thing that you can do with beliefs when you're flagging these, and these are really hard to notice yourself, but you can ask a spouse, you can ask a business partner, you can ask an employee, even like, when you hear me do this, let me know. Coaches tend to be better at this than other people, but it's a skill anyone can learn. Well, I'm just no good at sales. I don't mean to say that I'm no good, but, and then they'll walk it back, but they already said it out loud. The first thing they said, that's the belief right there. That's the one they actually feel. And the rationalization over here is what they feel like they should feel instead. And they're trying to justify themselves to you as a conversational partner. But the first thing they say, almost always, and they'll say it 2 or 3 times in a conversation in various ways if you're in the right conversation. And so you could, when you spot those accidental, it's like in the interrogation world, the police, the evidence world, an excited utterance that is admissible in court almost no matter what, because it's indicative of their mental state. Like you should treat it that way.
So
just
like
we do our belief,
the quiet part out loud for sure.
Exactly. Yes. Saying the quiet part out loud. Yes. And people don't even realize they did it almost all the time. Like you have an x-ray into people's heads available to you when that's why I call it the $1 million ear. It's like sonar or a sonogram kind of thing. I mean, you can see the sex of the baby sort of thing when you just know where to press that device. Like you can hear exactly what's going on in somebody's head and their decision structure and what their blockers are. You can hear all that stuff if you're just listening for the right things. And so these belief things, here are a few of the ones. I'm afraid that, I often get people to put it in terms of I'm afraid that, because it really clarifies things and it helps people deal with it in a way that they go, oh, why am I afraid that? Oh, that's kind of silly. Like if you can get yourself to the, oh, that's kind of silly feeling, not just the thought, but the feeling of, oh, that's kind of silly, you're a long way towards solving that belief.
Usually once you become aware of your beliefs, that's the first step in changing it.
Yeah, that's a big normal spot. So I'm afraid that if I say the price up front, they'll run away. Okay.
Or they'll find out I'm selling something.
Exactly.
This wasn't just hey, I'm going to help you out 45 minutes on strategy.
Right.
They might find out I have something for sale. Like, well, no shit. They knew that.
Yep. I'm afraid that if I tell them the price up front, the prospects I have coming through my funnel are not qualified enough to buy. Are they going to become qualified with 42 minutes of extra time of not working on their business? No. They're not going to become qualified in a sales call. A sales call is for selling, not for qualifying. You always are qualifying, yes, but that's not the point of the sales call. And so they're not going to become a different person that can versus can't buy in the course of the next 42 minutes. That's not a thing. People don't operate that fast. So I'm afraid that my prospects aren't qualified enough. That's a legitimate fear. And you have to face some hard truths about your funnel, about your prospecting, about your whatever. Like that can be a scary thing. And usually when I'm doing coaching, I tell people, lean into the hardest thing in your business. What's the hardest, scariest thing in your business? Let's de-risk it. Let's make it not so hard. And let's make it so you're not afraid to look at the big blind spot over there, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, why would you have something in your business that you're afraid of? Let's make it not fearful. So I'm afraid that something's messed up in my business, so I can't do the thing I really want to do. That's a big deal belief a lot of people have. I'm afraid that if I tell them the price, I'm not good enough at sales and I'll scare them off. Okay, so I'm not good at sales is the belief there. All right, well, we can deal with that kind of thing. Start dealing with it on your own. But I mean, there are a lot of ways to deal with this stuff. I'm afraid that if I'm transparent with people, they will see I don't really have much going on. I haven't found that to be the case. I found that the more transparent I get, the more people connect with me and the more people stick with me through tough stuff. Like the bigger of a bump it allows you to weather in a relationship. I mentioned, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago that God had freed me from a porn addiction on Facebook specifically because I was in a place mentally where I was like, okay, so you know what, if I'm ashamed to talk about God's freedom, that means I'm still kind of dealing with some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Does that mean I need to talk? I kind of think it does mean I need to talk about it. I mean, that wouldn't be everybody's answer, but it was my answer for that. And so I talked about it and I got like, I don't know, 100 comments on the post, or it was one of the mega posts of that year. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. So now I'm the porn guy on Facebook. Great. Yay. Just how I wanted to be known. Right.
Wait till the retargeting ads start showing.
Exactly. Exactly. So I was scared that it would mess up my ads. I was legit scared it would mess up my algorithm and stuff like that.
I know we're real human beings and we're not perfect. They won't.
Exactly.
Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll also like my book on Amazon called Beyond the Agency Box, which you can also find by my name, Frankie Finn, and it's got a lot of awesome reviews, and it really just goes deeper on a lot of the things we're talking about, everything you need to grow and start a lifestyle agency, from the stages you'll go through to getting clients, to how to create winning offers, to high value deliverables, to wowing clients, to building teams, to building systems, and building a boring factory that's like a 7-figure money machine for you. So if you're interested, I put links for you in the video description, as well as it'll be in the pinned top comment below, and make sure to check those out.